Hi everybody, this is Susie and I have such a beautiful altered wooden box to share with you today. I really paid close attention to this item because I was making it for a special person in my family, and I really wanted to share this with you, making the video as soon as possible because I just finished working on it and I need to wrap it up and get it out, but just that I wanted to let you know that I've incorporated not only the Wild Orchid Crafts beautiful mulberry paper roses, but also using my own paper roses. So I'm going to show you exactly what this is and explain to you what was done. This has to be probably one of the nicest boxes. I don't know. I always say this all the time, but I had just gotten like some kind of craziness in my mind of how I really wanted to make this look, and I don't know. I just started. I started with a plain wooden box that's probably about 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches in wood that I had purchased from Michael's. Painting it the color vanilla by American Crafts acrylic paint, and then over top using a beautiful new very wide trim lace that I had purchased from my fabric store, along with once you cut the lace off here, you have some rigid ends, so to cover that I used some beautiful bone colored Chinese braid. Just gorgeous. I absolutely love working with that type of trim. And once I had finished the entire box, I then started with the outside. So I'm just gonna, let me see if I can raise my tripod a little bit, just so that I can, sorry about that, I'm just gonna raise up the height so that I can go lower. Okay. So, just to show you the roses that are mine, that's my paper rose, which is this one here, and this one over here. And I incorporated the gorgeous light pink wild roses in there, along with the white trellis roses and pink trellis roses, and the new spiral stamens in light pink. And coming down, also adding a few of these small rosebuds and these other mulberry paper roses that I put in the pink and white, or pink and ivory family, the seam binding tied in a bow, and also an Arctic cake. Is that what it's called? An Arctic cake charm that I took the rings off and just put that in the center, kind of giving it that look as if you needed a key to open it. And what I liked most about the box was I had done this once before on a project a while back, and if you go through old videos, I don't know what it's called, but I had done something like this where I kind of fanned out the fabric some, and that's the fabric that's all around the box. It's absolutely stunning. And I decided to fan this out, but underneath there's another piece of lace there. It's very, very stiff lace, and that's why I put that lace underneath this very soft lace, because the stiff lace will give it more shape and it'll hold it, whereas if I didn't put anything there, it would be very floppy and it wouldn't look right. So with that said, I just kept designing the box by adding smaller roses like this here, a wild rose, these little rosebuds, beautiful, these heather flowers in pink, and some rhinestones and pearls from my stash, and some flat back pearls also from Wild Orchid Crafts. And I also have another one. The stamens are on a wire, excuse my voice, and you can twist them, pull them, do whatever you want with them. And it goes a long way. So I decided to wrap this one here on one side and along the other rows that I made on the other side. Of course, adding some of these baby pink hip roses are just absolutely gorgeous. They're also one of my favorites. And as you can see, there is the lace that's fanning out behind. It gives it a very Victorian feel. I was kind of going for the look of like a handkerchief was hanging off the side of this Victorian box in the 1600s, where a lovely maiden or queen, Marie Antoinette, anybody like that, would have this beautiful lacy handkerchief hanging off the side of their dresser, where they would be combing their hair or getting their hair done, and there would be this beautiful handkerchief hanging over with all of these garden roses sitting up on top of her jewelry box. And as you can see, everything is finished off, and I'll just show you, even the bottom is finished off with felt, so that when it's placed on a dresser, a piece of furniture, or glass shelving, it will not scratch. I painted the inside as well with about 4 coats of that vanilla. I used one whole bottle of paint to complete this project. It's just absolutely stunning. I wish that the tripod went a little higher, but that's the highest. Oops, wait a minute. I got it. A little higher. Okay. There. And I could probably get just a little closer. That's my problem. I get too close because I just want to make sure that everyone gets to see. And sometimes, you know, if you get too close, you get blurry, and that's not a good thing. Like that. And there I have to go. I'm using a Nikon camera, D90. I am looking to buy a smarter camera, even though this camera is like $1,000. And it has several lenses, and it belongs to my husband. I'm going to be looking for something that's just mine, that's not a camera, that will just be for video recording. Anyway, getting back to the jewelry box, wildorchidcrafts.com is where you can find all of these gorgeous flowers and more. About a month ago, they've changed over their site and launched a brand new one with a lot of new items that's coming. I can't wait to get my package so that I can reveal my new items that I have selected in this month's kit. It's pretty exciting. They're carrying washi tape. I've never used it before. Anyway, so I will be listing the item numbers in the drop-down box below here, and I know that some of the item numbers have changed along the way, and if I don't have the new ones, you can just certainly type the name in the search box over at the store's website, and you'll be sure to find these flowers. And if you have any problems, please let me know right away, and I will do my best to get the answer for you. So there's my box, and the worst thing out of this, I'm having problems letting go of it. It's so beautiful. That's the thing. Sometimes I make something else. Nah, I'll make something else. You ever do that? Make something and it's so gorgeous and like, nah, forget it. I'm not giving that to them. I'll make something else. And then you make something else and that's gorgeous too. And then you're sitting there for days at a time making stuff and you don't want to you don't want to part with it. But sometimes you have to really learn the lesson because you don't have all that much time in a day to go ahead and start going crazy and making 10 different projects and wondering which one you're going to keep. So some things are very hard to part with, and that's really it. So I hope everybody's doing well and feeling fine and happy, and can go on over to the Wild Orchid Craft store and get some of these beautiful things for yourself. You'll find still life photos on my Facebook, Suzie Crafter Facebook fan page, and on my blog. I have not updated my blog, so I'm going to be updating my blog this week, so hopefully you guys can go on by SuzieCrafter10.blogspot.com. In the drop-down box below will be all the links to the store, YouTube channel, Facebook, and so on. Thank you so much for stopping by. At the very end of this video, there'll be still life pictures as well. Have a great day. Bye.